What's going on, folks? Welcome back. If you guys are new here, my name's Adam. This is Free to Prowl. We love exploring freedom outdoors, public lands, public access. And that dives right into our topic, hunting out west. Backcountry prep. What does it take? What does it take to hunt out west? It just takes the right mentality, some simple gear, and you can get ready to gain some elevation out west. Put in that effort to try and have some success. That's what we're going to dive into today. It's just kind of what my routine has been the last couple years. Hopefully you guys can learn a few tips, tactics, and just why we do this. So come along. Well, just got back from that hike, took a shower, laid out some stuff here in the yard, and we're actually standing under the truck awning. Got the table pulled out. If you guys have been following some of the truck build stuff, this is kind of what we got going on. Stay tuned for more of that, and stay tuned for why we got this whole setup. But let's dive into the backcountry prep, or hunting out west, or hunting in the mountains, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's dive into that. That's why we're here. Let's get into, like I said, the gear, why we do it, most importantly, some of the tips and tactics we have learned over the years, just kind of getting ready for this stuff. Now, I will make a disclaimer. Only been doing this for 2 years. This is just what I've found. I'm still pretty rookie to it, but hopefully you guys can learn from what it takes and how we found some success out there. I'm not a big gym guy, not a big workout guy, but I found working out, getting prepared for out west style hunting in the mountains has really motivated me to get in shape, cut weight, eat healthier. I'm a functional fitness kind of guy. I'm not doing it to look good or, have a six pack or do whatever. I'm doing it so I can succeed out there because I have a limited time out there. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why you need to do this, or why you should do this. You have a very short window, short amount of time. You might only have that typical 9-day stretch, 2 weekends, the week in the middle. Maybe you have more, but either way, you have a limited time to get out there, figure out what the game are doing, put yourself in position to kill something. And if you're not in shape and you're not, able to combat the elevation and a lot of the incline and the rugged terrain, it might not happen for you in that short window because you're taking more time to recover. You're not going as far. You're not going up and over that next ridge. So take into account, most of us who are coming from the east or the flatland like myself, we have a short window. So in order to get it done, it helps to be in shape. Another point, like I said, flatlanders. I'm from Wisconsin. A lot of us are from, the Midwest. If you're anywhere east of the mountains, we're at a disadvantage right when we get out of the truck. Right when our boots hit the ground, after that long drive out there, you're at a disadvantage. I live at like 6, 7, 900 feet. I have no idea. It sure as heck ain't 8,000, 9,000, 10,000. Maybe you're hunting higher. We're at a disadvantage. So right out the gate, us as Eastern United States residents, we don't have that elevation acclimation that they have out there. So everything's going to be harder. And the first time you go out there, you'll realize that. And I will say, a lot of people go out there, and this dives into my next point. A lot of people go out there and think, man, I can hike. I hiked, a couple miles every week with my pack on. And then they get out there and it's like, holy cow, I'm sucking wind. Like, this is terrible. They might get a bad taste in their mouth. They might be completely just put off against Western hunting because they didn't prepare and they didn't have the right mindset. And that's unfortunate because it's such a different way of hunting. It's such an adventure. It's such a challenge. If you cross that list right off the list the first year because you weren't in shape, that's unfortunate. I think you're giving up on a great opportunity we have to explore our public lands, to explore our freedom outdoors. So, just make sure you're in the right mindset. And that's probably one of the other points as well. Making sure you're in the right mindset. If you're out here on the hot days, the shitty days, your legs are sore because you did a leg workout the day before and then you put your pack on or you get on your bike, that's going to mimic what it's like out there, right? You get in the mountains and you hike miles and miles and you climb elevation after elevation and your legs are sore the first day, and then all of a sudden the next day you wake up and you're like, I can't do it because you didn't prepare yourself mentally. That's what doing this stuff in the off season helps you prepare. It helps not just condition your lungs, your legs, your muscles, being able to carry the weight. It totally helps your mindset. Those are probably my main points. Living at a low elevation, you're at a disadvantage. Mentally preparing yourself and being able to eliminate a lot of the challenges, or at least control one of the challenges of hunting out west as somebody who may not have as much experience pursuing different game in a different elevation or a different habitat. Get rid of one of those challenges, and that's the fitness side of it, the work it takes. Let's dive into some of the workouts and some of the gear. Like I said from the beginning, it doesn't take a gym membership. It doesn't take a fancy gym in your house. It takes some pretty simple gear. As you can see, I pretty much have the pack I'm going to use out west, a cooler, a heavy weight or some type of weight for your pack, sandbags, and a bike. That's what I use. Let's dive into the first workout, and that involves your pack and a weight. So let's start with the weight for your heavy pack and heavy pack workouts in general. This is a 55-pound bag of mason sand. It's a denser sand, comes in that heavy of a weight to start with, so that's why I picked mason sand. One of the keys to making this last, I've had this same bag of sand for 3 years now. Take it and wrap it in cardboard first, right when you get it, wrap it in cardboard, duct tape. Then around that, wrap a contractor bag and then duct tape that. That'll keep all that mason sand, it's a very, very fine sand, in that bag contained, not all over your pack, not all over your truck. That's just a key, simple thing you can do. It'll make this bag last, maintain the weight, right? If you're dribbling sand down the road like Hansel and Gretel, that 55 pounds might turn into 50 pounds. And now you think you're hiking that weight, but 5 extra pounds can matter when you get out there. So that's a key to the heavy pack. Just wrap it, contain it, make it more fortified, and that thing will last you a long time. So heavy pack workouts. When I do my heavy pack workouts, I run my boots. They're just crispy. They're the Shields brands. I think they're the GTXs. Shields sells like a specific brand or style of crispies. Pretty reasonable, comfortable, but whatever boots you're going to run out there, do those in your heavy pack workout. You're going to get used to them. You're going to break them in. You're going to get an understanding of what it takes to run those boots out there. And you're going to see if maybe your feet like them under the weight, if they don't like them under the weight. That's another key to this whole deal, is running your gear. If you're going out there completely blind and you haven't tested your gear yet, man, you're a better man than I am, or a better woman than I am, because I want to know how my stuff functions, right? Going out there blind, not having tested your gear is I think a risk, but run your gear. Whatever pack you're getting for out west, hopefully it can carry weight. Hopefully it has a meat shelf or a load shelf, because you're going to have success, hopefully, and you can carry some weight. I've ran a Alps Commander X in the past. That was an awesome pack. I still have it. Running a Mystery Ranch Beartooth 80 this year. A little something different, going to give it a try. But whatever pack you have, combine that with your weight and your boots and whatever socks you're going to wear, and get out there, and you can either hike hills, you can hike the road, you can hike stairs. My suggestion would be grab your pack, grab weight, grab your boots, and if that's all you can do in the off season, do that, right? Hike a couple miles, different hikes a week, different terrain. Just get out there, understand you can carry that weight, because once you understand you can carry the weight, that's one step in the right direction, and then I'll give you some success and confidence out there. One of the best ways I've found for me personally, to get in shape is biking. Majority of my training, I would say about 80% of my training, if not more, is on this guy right here, pedaling my ass off. You know, for me, like I said, in Western Wisconsin, I can hammer elevation like no other, and I think that's key. So if you can average about 70 to 80 feet of elevation gain per mile, I think that's a good benchmark to start out. If you can't hammer that, and you can get a little less, just use your gearing accordingly. You know, your gears can be, they can be your best friend, they can be your worst friend. And that's in both directions. If you're always hammering hills, sitting down, pedaling, you know, as fast as you can in your lowest gear, exerting the least amount of energy, yeah, that gets you up the hill. That may succeed in that point of view, but you're not pushing yourself. You're not pushing your legs. You're not pushing your lungs. Stand and sprint up those hills as much as you can. Don't always use your lowest gears. That is just one thing I'm going to tell you, right? Challenge yourself, challenge yourself, challenge yourself. And that's one reason I really love the biking aspect of it is, let's say I want to go out for a short ride. I say, well, my legs are feeling kind of burnt today. I'm only going to do 8 miles. All of a sudden I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take this turn, and then over 10, 12 miles into this ride. All of that stuff helps when you're out there pushing yourself, understanding that you can push yourself to the next level. You can push yourself over the next ridge. You can push yourself another mile, or get up earlier, or go longer, whatever it is. I'm going to keep reverting back to that. Building your mind as much as building your body is a huge part of this. Understanding what you can do. So the bike is a huge part. Couple exercises or rides I really like to do: sustained long hill, or sustained uphill for a long time. You know, 500 foot long time. You're just hammering up a hill, whether that's standing and sprinting up the hill, sitting down at portions, whatever you can do. Another thing I really like doing is, I call them roller coasters, but find a section of hill where you can basically use your speed and you're sprinting down the hill, and then you're carrying your speed and sprinting up the hill as fast as you can, and then back down. And that's just kind of like interval training. It's the same thing, right? High intensity interval training. You got those ups and downs. You kind of recover on the downhill, and then you sprint up the next one. And then just length of ride and elevation. Like I said, if you can hit that 70 to 80 average feet of elevation gain per mile, I think that does the bike justice. If you can't, either go longer, use your gearings accordingly, but find something that works for you. The bike is one of my favorites. So next to the bike and just hiking heavy weight, you can do legitimate workouts. There's some legitimate workouts from this year. I invested in Elkshape. They have 20 workouts for $20. It's called 20 for 20. Pretty simple name. I'll leave the links to these in the description. There's another one from Mountain Tough. They have a couple free workouts. They have some paid stuff you can do too, but they have some free workouts. 20 for 20 by Elkshape utilizes pretty much a sandbag for most of it. You do some tosses, you do some step-ups over a cooler. You can use your pack, do some pull-ups, use some push-ups. It's pretty basic, and you can take, he's got 20 different workouts, but you can take those workouts and those movements and just kind of compile them to whatever you want. Another thing about this gear is I travel a lot for work. So if you have a gym membership, your excuse is, man, I'm traveling, I can't work out, not by my gym. The other thing is, it's not a weight room or a set of equipment in my house. I can bring it along with me. I can throw it in the back of my truck. All of this stuff can all go in my truck at the same time, hit it after work, jump on the bike after work, whatever works out. You don't have to dedicate yourself completely where you can't go out and have fun. You can, as long as you're able to bring some of this stuff along, if this is what you choose to do, you can just work that right into your family vacation or your weekend away, and hopefully you start enjoying it and find it kind of therapeutic like I have. It's been fun. I enjoy seeing what I can do every year. So that plays into my next point. Tracking your workouts, I think, is a big part. I use an app called Strava. It's a kind of a public forum where people can kind of see what you do, blah, 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 whatever. I like it because all I have to do is hit record when I go biking or hiking, and I can see the distance and the elevation I did. Why does that matter? So let's just say this is your first year going out west, hitting the mountains, and you bike 100 miles with 10,000 feet of elevation gain. So now you're at 100 feet per mile, right? And let's just say you hike 20 miles with your pack on. And you get out there, and you're sucking wind. You're absolutely like, man, I thought I was in great shape. At least you can see next year what it's going to take to put yourself in the right physical fitness to get out there and find success. Well, that's going to do it for us. I hope you guys understand now what simple equipment it takes to get your body in shape, to hit those mountains out west, find success. Simple routines, simple equipment, stuff you can travel with. It helps. If you guys have any questions, if you want to let us know what your favorite workouts are, what your favorite prep stuff is, routines, anything I've missed, leave a comment below. Let us know your thoughts. We love hearing from you guys. If you guys haven't checked out our social medias, be sure to check out our Instagram. We post a lot of recipes, how-tos, daily updates, our workout updates, just pretty active on there. Otherwise, Facebook as well. If you guys are interested in any Free to Prowl apparel, got the Public Lands tee on right now. Got hats, got stickers, whatever. Head over to the website and check those out. But famous last words, don't forget, you are free to prowl, and please thank a vet for the service. We'll catch you on the next one.